How's it going, everybody? And welcome to MSNBC. I'm here again for some reason because Antoine's still not here. And it's starting to get on my nerves. But I have been joined by two gorgeous co-hosts. You can see them to my, I guess it would be my right and my left, and down below we have Wren from Rendition and Igor's and Poor John's Brews. Sorry.
Hey guys.
As well as Ishtar from her own Twitch streams, and right here where she does voices for Help for the Guildless.
Hi, I know I have no lips. That's because I haven't put my lipstick on because I'm eating.
She's so
Put lips on soon.
so unprofessional eating on stream. It's really weird, but you know what? Whatever. And my name, of course, is Matt. So how's it going, everybody? I want you to welcome you to MSNBC. All of the news, none of the pants, and I can guarantee at least one of my co-hosts, possibly even me, are not wearing pants.
They can have fun guessing.
They can have fun guessing.
I am wearing something on my bottoms. You decide what.
Oh, well, if you're not careful with that pizza, it's going to be that. So, let's go ahead and say hello to everyone in chat. Bloodletter got first, but redacted the message, so I don't know if I should count that or not.
I don't know if we count it if they redacted.
Alright, so we'll go with this. Man Squatch is here. He got first and just says, "Save me!"
From what?
Well, boredom, apparently, because in the Discord he said giving him something to look forward to. So he's looking forward to MSNBC. Mitzi got second. Penn got third and says tapping in and then probably going to bed. And then Clockwork Hellcat is here. Got honorable mention. It's the very first time for Clockwork Hellcat, so congratulations. Hello to the four of you. And then we got Tom is here. So I'm hoping that Siri is here listening as well. So hello to both of you. And then Dark is here, says yo. And then Yeknomeno is here, says hello. So how's it going, everybody?
Hi guys.
Ren, I can't say hi to you in chat, Ren. You're on stream.
Oh, I was saying hi to Mitzi.
Oh, okay.
I always give Mitzi a hello.
So, how has your week been, ladies? I know it's been a while since we've done MSNBC.
Oh, pretty good. My work had to have an outdoor event today, which in 90-degree heat is so much fun.
Oh, great.
90-degree heat. That's you definitely want to be outside doing things in 90-degree heat. Now the real question is was there humidity?
Oh god, the humidity. We lasted. It was after I was done with work for the day, and I was like, we lasted all of a few minutes, and then it's like I'm melting, and then coworkers were trying to find me to fill in for them, so I kind of ran while I could.
Real quick, Dark says, yo, I think moderators shouldn't get the first shout, but that's because it's not fair to the non-mods. Alright. So, first, second, third, and honorable mention is basically just the first four names that I see, regardless if you're a mod or not, that pop up in my live chat. That's it. I mean, you don't get anything. Maybe one day I will randomly surprise somebody. Like, whoever gets first, I'll give them a shirt or something. But it's just supposed to be fun. Not a big deal. And then Hellcat says, pizza and cigarettes are my two favorite things. Y'all are taunting me.
I also have beer. Thanks. Homemade.
So we have the classic New York dinner. We have beer, cigarettes, and pizza. All right.
I will be right back. I'm...
Are we going to get to see what's on your bottom?
No.
That ruins it.
All right. Penn asks how I'm doing. I'm doing all right. Today was not that great of a day. For those of you who don't know, I've been having some things going wrong in my head. According to some people, I have multiple personalities, but I don't know what they're talking about. I enjoy the people that I talk to in my head, and they tend to enjoy talking to me back. So there's that. And I'm glad I'm feeling well enough to do this as well, Mitzi. Believe it or not, Mitzi, she's eating frozen pizza as well, except it's cooked.
Well, I hope she wouldn't be eating the frozen pizza.
All right. So you were running around in 90-degree weather with humidity. What were you doing? Were you just like throwing needles at people and trying to make them dodge, or?
Nah, they were holding an event that involved free food at my work, so free food means we show up and get a free lunch out of the deal.
It is free food.
Yes. And I made an appearance, and then I promptly left when they're like, "Can you work tonight?"
Listen, I was there earlier. You don't get to have me tonight too.
Well, that was my thing. It's like I already worked 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. I'm not working more.
Oh my, that's a shift. That's almost like our shift.
I am back, and I have lips now.
Oh, that's what you went and did.
Yes.
Penn says the voices in my head get to talk to the voices in your head on Saturday, which is very true. Ishtar and I and Penn are going to be playing Paranormal Academy again on Twitch. It is a tabletop game. Hopefully we can figure out what's going on and get Ishtar actually on the Zoom call, so it won't just be me.
I was on the Zoom call.
You were on the Zoom call. I'm talking about your image on the Zoom call, so it's not just me and 3 black boxes.
For the people who were watching my stream, they saw me. I was on camera.
Yes, but that's regardless of the point. You needed to be on my stream too, and you weren't.
You weren't on mine.
You weren't showing the Zoom call?
I was showing the Zoom call.
Then I was on yours. All right. So, should we actually start with the show that they're here for?
Probably a good idea.
Okay. Remember, Antoine is still not here. He hasn't called in, so I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing. Sarah's been avoiding me. I have some questions for her. So, if you guys can, go ahead and put hashtag find Antoine in the chat. Put it on, if you tweet this out, go ahead and put it in the tweet. Maybe the cyber demon will actually show up, if enough people are looking for him.
Maybe.
I'm thinking this is an ego ploy, like he's disappearing.
He wants to see how much we'll miss him.
Yeah, that's what I think it is.
Possibly. It's kind of a dick move, though.
Yeah.
Which means it's likely he's doing it, but still. At this point, he's worrying Sarah, so I'm wondering if he's that big of a dick.
How's it going, Ghost Dog? Alright, so who do we want to start with? Last time we started with Florida Man, I believe. Brahms was very excited to be... Oh, God. I don't think you guys understand how excited he was that he was able to do this show with you guys. He has been begging me for the last few days to please call him again if I need him. And I'm saying no. But anyway, because I'm here. So, how's it going, Vess husband? Haven't seen you in a while. If you're lurking, it's always nice to see you. So, do we want to start with science or cringe?
Cringe.
Cringe.
All right.
All right.
We'll start with cringe and...
Oh, Mitzi says there was possibly an Antoine sighting. Says, I think he was near my place today because my power flickered, and I know he likes playing with my power. He does like putting her in the dark.
He does. Maybe. We'll start with the job opportunity.
All right, which one is that?
McCormick.
Oh, okay. Zeogold says, still say that Antoine is hiding because he's a Clinton witness. How's it going, Ben? Antoine's not here, but, it's alright. And they want to start, Vess wants to start with you, Wren, because they've been sad and they like your voice.
Aw, thank you. Well, this is a job opportunity. We all know McCormick. We all probably have 5 million spices from them in our cabinets. McCormick is willing to pay taco lovers $100K for 4 months of work.
Sign me up. I'm good. We're signing up right now.
Spice
What's
Company.
the catch?
Well,
Let her read.
I have to read it. Spice Company McCormick will pay a taco lover $100,000 over 4 months to innovate new seasoning mixes and dig deep into all things taco. Quote,
Wait. They want to pay people $100,000 to eat tacos.
Yeah.
There's got to be a catch because that sounds like too good to be true.
Check, please. I'm good. Look, the stream's gonna stop right now. I gotta go sign. Look. $100,000 over 4 months to eat tacos. Oh no! Whatever shall I do?
We do.
So
Quote,
what is the catch?
Quote,
There must be a catch.
Quote, do you eat tacos like it's your do you eat tacos like it's your true calling? McCormick's question in an overview of the job description. Now it can really be. It really can be. McCormick is on the lookout for its first ever director of taco relations, and they're calling all taco fanatics to submit. The director of taco relations will be kept on tap. Will keep tabs on social media, taste and consult on recipes, and travel across the country to search for the latest trends in an over 4 month period, according to McCormick's post.
Wait, it gets better? Not only are they going to pay you to eat tacos, but you get to travel the country sampling tacos?
Yes.
Oh, I'm so in.
Payment is $25,000 per month and requires availability to work up to 20 hours a week remotely from September to December. Interested applicants can submit a creative video no longer than 2 minutes, showcasing their personality and passion for tacos and why they're the best fit for the job. Deadline is Tuesday by midnight.
Honey, guess what we're doing?
I'm sad to say that this article was posted on July 15th. Tuesday has already passed.
So unfortunately, there's someone out there who's probably going to get a job being a taco relations director.
Look, we can capture them. We can find them.
Take their job.
Wow. I kind of wish we did this article a couple weeks ago.
Yeah. Dark layers, different kind of taco. I think if that was a job, it would have.
That is a job. It's called porn star.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ben C says, so let me get this straight. A regular white person can get this job without being called a culture stealer from those blue hair, wide load people. Probably not. But in the case of tacos, I think we can all say this is cultural appreciation, not cultural appropriation. I don't know a single person that doesn't like tacos. And if I ever meet that person, we need to check their basement because I'm pretty sure they're a serial killer. Damn, that job opportunity got passed. I'm sad. Yaknomeno says, I await the invention of the stuffed crust taco.
It exists. It's called a double. I forget what it's called, but Taco Bell has it.
Isn't it the gordita?
Yeah.
Yeah. Gordita.
It has the one layer and then cheese and then the other layer.
All right, Ishtar. It is your turn. Science us, darling.
I don't know if I want to. I'm thinking about tacos.
You just had pizza.
It doesn't seem as good as tacos.
You're not wrong.
I mean, come on. That's almost twice my yearly wage for 4 months of tacos.
Right.
I'm so depressed now.
You can't be depressed because Ray has created a meme for us.
Has he?
Yes. I got first on MSNBC and all I got was this lousy shirt.
Yeah.
He took it from the last box on Sunday. Not the best. Not the
Not
best.
your best picture.
Not my best picture from the stream, but he said that getting a still shot of my face from last Sunday was actually pretty difficult. I guess I was very animated.
You were definitely into the stream.
I was not expecting to talk about sharks for like 40 minutes.
You are such a shark geek. It's adorable. I love
Aww.
it. No, seriously, we've been watching Shark Week, past Shark Weeks on Discovery, and he gets so excited about the sharks and tells me all these different things he knows about them, and it's amazing. I love it.
Aww.
Oh,
Okay.
Real quick, Ishtar. I watched that one episode you didn't want to watch.
Which
It
one?
was the one about the shark attacks. Like, you were like, I'm not in the mood to see someone get bitten in half. Which they didn't show because it was on TV, but it was a actual movie that Discovery Channel put together that was based off of a real case of a shipwreck survival. And I know you're not going to know who he is. I'll give you the movie he's from, but Wren will know who he is. One of the stars was Josh Duhamel.
Oh.
Josh Duhamel was the Colonel from Transformers.
Which Transformers?
The first
you have to
one.
be more specific.
No,
Live action?
Live action Transformers. He was in
The one who kept saying we don't exist, or he was the actual military guy?
military guy.
Okay, yeah, I know who that is then.
Yes, I know you know. So, but yeah, it was actually really well done. And it kind of sad ending. It showed that one of the survivors is the lone survivor in 2019, and but he's making sure people are safe for where he was shipwrecked, which was cool. So
Nice.
anyway,
Well, we're gonna go with something only ever so slightly related, because I want to make everyone else feel sad as I am for not being able to even apply for the taco job. Moon wobble will cause flooding in the 2030s.
I think it's already started. Have you seen the things that they're posting from like Australia, France, stuff like that? There's
Apparently it gets worse.
Ah.
NASA has warned that higher tides coupled with sea level rise will lead to a double whammy of flooding. Flooding has been getting worse in many parts of the world over the last few years, leading to countless homes being evacuated and billions of dollars worth of damage in the US alone. Sadly, according to a recent report by NASA, the problem is likely to get much worse by the 2030s. The reason for this lies in a combination of two factors. One being sea level rise due to climate change, and the other being high tides caused by the wobble of the moon as it orbits the Earth.
I didn't know the moon could wobble. Like,
the Earth has a wobble.
Is it a weeble wobble? Like,
well, it definitely doesn't fall down.
That's a good thing.
Yeah. The phenomenon occurs because the moon's angle relative to the equator changes over time, which influences the ebb and flow of the Earth's tides throughout regular cycles lasting 18.6 years. We're going to have a sort of double whammy, said oceanographer William Sweet of the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration. Thank God somebody with an actual pronounceable name.
Well, because he's American.
Yeah. And I am very American and can't pronounce anything else. It means that coastal communities, unless they adapt and fortify, are likely to expect even greater flooding than they might otherwise. According to the report, which was published by the NASA Sea Level Change Team at the University of Hawaii, the most pronounced effects will be felt from the 2030s and into the 2040s. After that, the cycle will shift, resulting in lower tides. As things stand, however, some of the effects of these events may already be felt today. It's already occurring now, and they're likely to continue to worsen as time goes on, says Sweet.
So basically, don't live in a floodplain. And
Yes.
that nice beachfront property. Beachfront property. I can talk. I know. Been doing it for almost 40 years. I can talk. That nice beachfront property is probably going to be under the water for a bit. Let's see. Tom says, I mean, I've seen the photo of Ellis Island from the 1900s and today. I don't see any sea level rise. Did this also happen 18.9 years ago? Because I was there too, and I don't remember it.
Yeah.
Hellcat says shorelines serve a purpose. You sell those. You get more erosion and floods. How's it going, Steve?
Hi, Steve.
I haven't changed it. How's it going, Venom Rage? I have not changed the name of my Streamlabs thing. I've been lazy about that. So, yes, it still says Wedding Fund.
And we are still married.
I know, shockingly, it's only been a couple of months and you haven't tried to kill me.
It hasn't even been a couple of months. It's been a month going on 2.
Oh.
But it's not yet to 2.
Are we still doing the honeymoon? Is this still the honeymoon period that they talk about all the time?
Oh, the way the past couple of weeks have gone, yeah.
What's that supposed to mean?
No, honey.
Oh.
Think about that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Ha.
Uh-huh.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, so...
This is where he blushes.
No, not blushing. So, I could not find a bunch of Florida man stories that were not child molestation, people being murdered, winning the lottery, possibly all three at the same time. It is Florida. So I have had to delve into some other states. And this first one actually comes from Nevada. So this is not Nevada man, this is Nevada woman.
Oh.
So, a woman breaks into dentist office and pulls 13 teeth from a patient. Yes, the uncomfortable silence is just as painful as you think.
Ray says, you guys are so saturn in your honeymoon period ended 9 months ago for time served.
All right. Touche. As I've stated, we are that couple.
Aww.
Yep. We're the ones that make you go, ooh.
Well, no, we're the ones that make you go, well, why don't we do that with our relationship? But that's fine. Ray says, Opal moved to Nevada? No. But she could probably buy some teeth from her. A Nevada woman broke into a dentist office, stole money, and pulled 13 teeth from an unconscious patient on 2 separate occasions, according to Washoe County Police. So not just once, twice. She did this twice. Deputies allege that Laurel Ike, who is not a dentist, broke into a dental office where she claimed she had formerly worked. Ike allegedly stole $22,861 in cash and checks during the May 3rd break-in, the Washoe County Sheriff's Office said in a press release. Meanwhile, the tooth extraction occurred on a different date than the break-in, Ike told detectives. She also admitted to using anesthetic disposed of by the office. Yeah, she looks like, I mean, if you guys can see the picture of her, she looks like a woman who would steal your teeth in your sleep, probably to give to her meth-addicted boyfriend, husband.
She'd probably steal anything she could get her hands on.
Well, I was gonna say she's stealing it for her boyfriend, husband, brother, or father, uncle. Ike, 42, was arrested Wednesday and charged with 2 counts of burglary and 1 count each of grand larceny, conspiracy to commit burglary, and perform surgery on another without a medical license. Investigators did not say how they determined Ike to be the person of interest in the case, but they said that she admitted to multiple people, including deputies, that she had performed the medical procedure. Ike, a resident of Reno, allegedly performed the extractions on her own time. She remains in custody in the Washoe County Jail on a $20,000 bond. Would you want that woman to pull your teeth?
No.
I wouldn't want that woman anywhere near me.
Especially near your mouth?
Especially near my mouth.
Ray says, I'm in line to have 5.5 teeth removed. I need a bodyguard. and she didn't use expired ether. I'm assuming she used whatever their anesthetic is, the laughing gas.
Mm.
And then Hellcat says, I need to get my wisdom teeth out, but it's impossible to find a competent dentist in my city. I mean, all you really need is a good set of pliers and a door.
Yeah, basically.
Or according to Castaway, you just need a ice skate.
Mm.
And a hammer or a rock or something you can smack against it.
Yeah. All right, Wren, we're back to you.
All right.
I kind of want you to get the one said and over with.
Oh, you wanted me to get the one out over with? Okay. Pre-warning, guys. This one is don't eat.
Don't be eating while she's reading this.
I am going to tell you right now. I'm going to be nice. Do not eat food right now. Woman addicted to eating her own hair has giant hairball with tail removed from stomach.
It doesn't. I had a chance to look at this. Yeah, I took a gander of this, and I kind of wanted to strangle Wren. How's it going, Zaw?
I have to find some. I can't. All my cringe can't be nice. Not all my cringe is nice. You know this by now.
Yes, I know. You also like to hurt the inner cook in me, the inner chef. You like to just take a big cleaver to my back with every few things.
A woman who was addicted to pulling out and eating her own hair had a giant hairball measuring 15 centimeters removed from her stomach, according to a medical journal. The 38-year-old woman, who was suffering from nausea, vomiting, and an extremely swollen abdomen when she arrived at the hospital in the U.S., had suffered dramatic weight loss, losing 15 pounds over a previous 8 months after losing her appetite. The unnamed woman was rushed into surgery, where the giant hairball was found lodged in her digestive tract with a small tail of hair trailing into her intestines, and a second 4-centimeter hairball nestled deeper in her bowels.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, I told you. Don't be eating.
Wren, look,
Yeah.
the picture.
Where are you getting Sarah in this horrible story?
What?
Theo goes, if I didn't know any better, I'd say that this story is about Sarah.
Sarah doesn't eat her hair.
I don't know where he's getting Sarah in this. Continue, Wren.
All right. She was found to be suffering from the rare Rapunzel Syndrome, which has only ever been documented 88 times in medical literature. According to the BMJ journal, the syndrome is caused by trichotillomania, which is a disorder that causes a patient to develop an irresistible urge to pull out their own hair and sometimes eat it.
Okay. I'm warning now, guys. I'm going to scroll down.
It's gross.
It's gross. You are having... You got your warning.
I am not looking.
Named after the long-haired Rapunzel from the Grimm brothers fairy tale, it's an extremely uncommon and can cause potentially deadly side effects and complications as hair becomes lodged in the sufferer's stomach. The typical symptoms include nausea, vomiting, altered bowel habits, abdominal distension, and weight loss. Complications can be severe and include bowel obstruction, bowel perforation, intestinal bleeding, anemia, weight loss, and appendicitis. Surgeons removed both hairballs from the woman, and she was released in the hospital after 6 days with recommendations to seek psychological therapy.
You think?
She was also treated for malnutrition and advised to eat foods high in protein, such as egg, chicken breast, and a daily iron supplement.
How's it going, Great American Dodo?
Hair.
Oh.
I like how everyone's like, I've seen worse.
Okay,
My
I've
cup
seen worse.
is green screening.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, Ray. another
Don't-
reason I will never like avocados. Thank you very much, Ray. Thank you for that
Avocados
image.
are delicious.
Avocados are nasty.
No.
And
they're
and
gross.
him saying that giant ass hairball looked like an avocado makes it even worse. Wah. Bleh. Oh god.
It's just a woman who did her best to try to be a cat.
Dodo says, "Did she try Vaseline? Always seems to help the cat." Yikes. All right. Thank you for getting rid of that one right
The
away.
rest are nice. Well, nicer. Not gross.
All right, Ish. Your turn.
All right. Trash parrots in Australia have figured out how to open garbage cans.
Wait, what parrots?
Social learning has helped cockatoos access trashy feasts.
So, birds in Australia have turned into raccoons?
Yes. Wild sulfur-crested cockatoos down under have learned how to open residential garbage can lids and loot the leftovers, a new study finds. And apparently the birds are learning this trick from one another. One bird in a far-flung neighborhood even invented another lid opening technique, which quickly spread to cockatoos in nearby suburbs. Imagine living in a world where cockatoos are like common.
Mm.
Not only common,
Like
but
pigeon
are
common.
pigeon common. Apparently they're very smart by what you just said. One found an easier way to do it, and the rest of them went, "We're going to do it that way."
We observed that the birds do not open the garbage bin lids in the same way, but rather use different opening techniques in different suburbs, suggesting that the behavior is learned by observing others. Study lead researcher Barbara Klump, a postdoctoral research fellow at the Max Planck Institute of Animal Behavior in Rapunzel, Germany, said in a statement. Sulfur-crested cockatoos, natives of eastern Australia, are large-brained, long-lived, and highly social parrots, the researchers said. A few years ago, study co-researcher Richard Major, a senior principal research scientist at the Australian Museum Research Institute, who studies urbanization's effect on birds. Oh my god, how do you get that specialization?
I don't know.
And
You show up late to the specialization rally at your school.
apparently, you get like the last one. Anyway, Richard showed a friend a video of a cockatoo opening a residential garbage can lid. In the video, the cockatoo opens the lid with its beak and foot, then shuffles to the side to flip over the lid and gain access to a garbage buffet. Major's friend, Lucy Oplin, a research group leader at the Max Planck Institute of Animal Behavior, Jesus Christ, people, marveled at the bird's behavior, and so did Klump. It was so exciting to observe such an ingenious and innovative way to access a food resource. We knew immediately that we had to systematically study this unique foraging behavior, Klump said. The team wondered whether the birds had mastered this trash can opening behavior through social learning or genetics. So they enlisted the public's help. During an online survey in 2018 and 2019, scientists asked Sydney and Wollongong area residents to document when and where they observed cockatoos opening household garbage can lids. Australian garbage bins have a uniform design across the country, and sulfur-crested cockatoos are common across the entire East Coast. Study co-researcher John Martin, a research scientist at the Taronga Conservation Society, said in the statement.
That wasn't that hard to say.
It was shorter than the others, but Christ almighty. Australian garbage bins have a... I already read that.
Yeah.
The first thing we wanted to find out is if cockatoos open bins everywhere. They received 338 reports from 44 suburbs describing cockatoos opening garbage can lids. In 93% of those reports, multiple cockatoos were observed, highlighting the ample opportunities for birds to observe bin opening. A map-based analysis revealed that the practice likely began in 3 suburbs in Sydney, where people remembered seeing the practice before 2018. Once a cockatoo began opening garbage can lids, the practice spread faster to cockatoos in neighboring areas than to those in faraway districts, suggesting that the behavior was socially learned.
How's it going, Jund?
Hi. Next, the researchers marked cockatoos with dots of paint in the 3 bin opening hotspots identified by the survey. At one spot, Stanwell Park in Wollongong, New South Wales, of 114 birds marked, 36 tried to open the bins, but only 9 were successful. Both juveniles and adults opened the bins, and most of the birds who tried to open the bins were male. The other birds waited until the heavy lifting was done before joining the flock at the garbage feast. It is unknown why males were more likely than females to open the trash cans, but male cockatoos tend to be heavier and more dominant, and they may be stronger than females. Or perhaps the males were more aggressive in claiming the bin, as the researchers frequently saw cockatoos displacing their fellows off trash cans. Video footage of the cockatoos also revealed that opening garbage can lids is a complex, multi-step process that can be done in different ways. It appears that in different neighborhoods, there are different subcultures for how these birds open the lids, which is further evidence that this behavior is learned, not genetics.
Well, Clockwork Hellcat said birds are very intelligent despite the relatively small brains. You ever talk to a raven? They understand. Ravens can be... ravens and crows are highly intelligent birds that can be trained to hunt for you and gather things for you. And if you disturb their human or hurt their human that is giving them things, they will attack. So yeah, I believe me, I know birds are smart animals, unlike some people that showed up in the chat recently. So
yeah, saw that.
So let me, for the people who are going to come in and try and troll, you're welcome to show up. I garner a very nice community here because we don't deal with the people like you. You can sit back and enjoy the show, or you can be hidden and talk to yourself. I don't owe you anything. I don't play by your weird laws of the internet. So, enjoy the show while you sit in the corner quietly. Alright. We're going on to Florida Man. It is an actual Florida Man article. Wait, Hellcat says, this reminds me of how hawks will just hang out by the highway, wait for a car to hit an animal, and chow down instead of hunting.
Is that their idea of fast food?
Oh! Hi-oh! How's it going, Trisha? Nice to see you again.
Hi, Trish.
Alright. Let's see. Oh, nope. Those are Wren's articles. I don't want to read those, because Wren has nasty articles that I don't want to be a part of.
Wren traumatizes us weekly.
Okay.
Hey, at least I've been nice to you since the whole knitting is racist thing.
You've been nice to her. You haven't been nice to me.
That's true.
Okay, so we're going to play a little guessing game, ladies. And for those of you in the chat, feel free to participate. A Florida couple installs what in their mobile home?
A meth lab?
I was going to say that. I'm going to say, let's go real fancy and say a second toilet.
A second Ray wants to add to the joke about fast food. It's actually not fast enough food. Alright, guys, in the chat, what do you think this Florida couple has installed in their mobile home? So, Wren says a meth lab, which would be normal.
Hey, Steve.
Oh, stripper pole.
A stripper pole. So a second...
And a second toilet.
A second toilet and a stripper pole. So they went extra fancy.
I'm giving them serious fancy points here.
I know that I'm not that smart, but damn. Zeo Gold says a still. Man Squatch Ray says a 50 caliber turret mount. You never know.
No, that was Hellcat. Oh.
No.
Ferret mount. Sorry. Hellcat says 50 caliber ferret mount.
Yep. Great American Dodo says a set of dentures. Dark Laser says wind chimes. Vess says a hot tub. John says a nuclear launch button. Spunky, how's it going, Spunky? I know Spunky from Twitter. She is a wonderful artist. She does a bunch of cute little things that are basically her and her husband's life. Spooky says a gator pond. Yeknomeno says a fireplace and a crib. And Hellcat says a Sibian, which I know what that is. I don't know if you two know what that is. My guess from your silence is no.
Nope.
You might want to look it up in your spare time. I can't bring it up on stream. So, all right.
A Sibian? Yeah, I know what a Sibian is.
Okay. Yeah, Sibian. Wren, look it up in your spare time.
I know what a Sibian is.
Oh. Okay. All right. You guys are not ready for this. They definitely went they were forward thinking, Florida people.
Were they?
Florida couple installs a drive-through window in their mobile home to sell drugs.
Drive-through window. That's very forward of them.
Very forward thinking. They don't look like your normal, typical Florida couple. They have all of their teeth. At least the guy looks like he has all of their teeth.
Shocking.
A Florida couple who saw themselves as entrepreneurs were arrested after they reportedly installed a drive-through window in their mobile home from which they could sell drugs. William Parrish Jr. and Mackenzie Dobbs from Ocala were arrested by police during a raid that took place after 4 drug overdoses took place in the area. According to WFTV, the drugs in question were soon traced to the couple's home, and authorities wasted no time in getting the operation shut down. They used their kitchen window as a drive-through. In order to avoid having their regular customers coming in and out of their home, Ocala police say the Parrish and Dobbs used their kitchen window as a drive-through with signs directing people where to go.
Okay, hold on a second. These need to be mentioned.
Mm-hmm.
The Great American Dodo says, "Welcome to McMeth. Can we take your order?" Theogold goes, "Welcome to Crack in the Box. May I take your order?"
That's good.
Those are well done, guys. Appropriate puns. Bravo.
2. They even had official opening hours posted. Police say that in addition to directions for the drive-thru, there were also postings indicating when the couple's drug business was opened or closed. 3. The couple had been lacing their heroin with fentanyl. We were seeing some overdoses incidents that were happening in this particular area, specifically at this particular location, said Ocala Police Captain Steve Cuppy. There were some heroin sales that were going on there. Subsequently, through the investigation, we were able to determine that the product was being laced with fentanyl. 4. Both Parrish and Dobbs were arrested and booked on multiple charges. Parrish, 32, was charged with keeping a dwelling used to sell drugs, possession of drugs with intent to sell, resisting arrest without violence, and driving under the influence, as per the Marion County Sheriff's Office. Dobbs, 20, was charged with the same, minus the DUI.
Gee, many Christmas.
Oh, they got one of the closed will return soon signs. All right.
Well, at least they're professional about this. They didn't just do the on the corner, maybe they're there, maybe they're not. No, they're professional. They let their clients know where they're supposed to go, when they're supposed to be there, and
what hours they're available.
Right?
Maybe they have a menu and everything.
These people are professional dealers.
When they get out in 32 years, if they're not running the joint by that time, they will have all the information they need to know to be business entrepreneurs in their own way. Dodo says, "Hey, what did you cut this with?" Floor wax? So I thought, now this is not one that I found. I have to give credit where credit is due. Our very own Ben C sent me this article.
Ooh.
So he sent it to me, I think, a week ago, and MSNBC didn't happen. So I was looking for things, and I went, I remember Ben C sent me something. So I had to pull that one up. Yes, they definitely took that online business class seriously. All right. It is cringe time. Now, it is 10 minutes to the hour. do we want to do our break first, or do you think you can get through your article first, Wren?
Let's see. And look at the article. Well, you know what? Cause I want to do my one up there. Let's do the break time.
Okay.
Because I want to do the next one.
All right. Well, it is time for our regularly scheduled break. Maybe a little bit early, but it is a scheduled break. My name, of course, is Matt, and I am the owner and proprietor of Help for the Guildless.
Mm-hmm.
I host the... Now, I am not supposed to be on here, but our main star is missing, and, well, that's a thing. So...
He's taking an unexcused absence. We did not tell him he could leave.
Yeah, he's not getting paid for this. So I'm going to do his bit. If you like what we do here, there's a really simple way you can support the channel. All you have to do is hit like, share this around, and subscribe to anybody who likes weird news, creepy news, funny news, Florida Man stories, or anything like that. We also have Help for the Guildless, or HFTG Archives, which is a semi-weekly story going through when I can get Agent Spire to record. And with the last one, it was the end of the first season. And I guess I need to talk to someone about that because, well, if you haven't heard it, you might want to go watch it.
Mm.
But you can also...
still can't believe she said that at the end.
It was not something I was expecting, I can tell you that. So...
Nobody was expecting that.
Mm-mm.
There's also another way you can donate through Super Chat or Streamlabs. All of it is split between the three of us. And, well, if you really, really want to support the channel, there is a merch link down below, all the way down there, that you can take a look at some of the cool designs that we have there. But I think that's all the shilling I have to do. Who wants to go next?
I can go next. I'm Wren. I stream on, well, Renelations, Rendition, and I show up on Poor John's Brews. He makes all the liquor I drink, so it's good.
He is a brewmaster.
I also have a Twitter. Please be warned, do not check my Twitter when you're at work. You have a 50...
Sometimes she's a little naughty.
Sometimes I'm just a little naughty.
And if I'm naughty. No, I said you're naughty. There's no little about it.
Yeah, there's no little
Especially
about your naughtiness.
What you're packing.
True. Okay. I'm very naughty on Twitter. So if you check me out on Twitter when you're at work, there may be questions from HR. Just saying.
Possibly.
All my links are down below. We'll be streaming. We try to stream twice a week. Currently, we are in the middle of reading 50 Shades of Orange. And then we are also playing My Raptor Boyfriend. So those are the two things we have going on.
I want to thank you very much for not introducing my chat to that story particularly. Because that's not something I want to read at all.
50 Shades of Grey parody. I'll give it one thing. It was $3. So I'm not complaining about the price investment.
Fair. That's fair. But I still don't want to read... 50 Shades of Trump.
It's Auric Orange.
Yeah.
Totally made up character who makes huge deals.
Who thinks he's the best and there's no other best and he does the best of everything.
Yeah. So that's the things I'm doing currently. And yes, Hellcat, Clockwork Hellcat, a not safe for work Twitter.
And if you interact with Wren enough, she will tag you specifically in her not safe for work things.
Actually have plans for 2 new photo shoots coming up, so that'll be fun.
Have you considered an OnlyFans, woman?
I've considered it.
I know we have talked about a foot OnlyFans between us.
No, there's going to be no foot OnlyFans. And how's it going, Malik? You missed one of the worst articles Wren has ever given us so far in the 2.5 years that we've been doing the show. That one is like at the top.
I don't think that was the worst one. Sorry.
What was the worst one?
I don't know, but I have a feel.
Does in your mind does it involve knitting?
No.
I think that one's the most
not-
rage-inducing.
That was rage-inducing. I think it was one about spiders that you did.
Oh yeah, Australia and spiders. I remember which one you're talking about.
You know what? One of these days, I need to go through a bunch of the MSNBCs and just get like the top 10 worst articles from all three of you guys.
Uh-oh.
Oh, Ben, you sadistic fucker. Ben C, $20, says, Shades of Trump, Antoine. Mwahahaha.
All right, hold on. I did not put a price on this.
Down payment has already been made.
Down-
Ben and I will take care of that.
God damn it.
All right, we have 19
Pre-warning.
people watching and only 14 likes.
Pre-warning
Anyone else
on
want to add to the likeage?
How,
pre-warning on 50 Shades of Trump. It only comes in paperback, so you'll have to actually buy the book. But it's only $3.
how many pages is it?
The chapters are literally 2 pages a piece. So literally, some chapters are 4 pages, but it's a short. Each chapter is a short read. It is 123 pages.
Okay,
That's
so
not
But
bad.
like this is a chapter. This page
we
right
will
here.
we will round it up. Total to read this book is $1 a page, so $125.
Alrighty.
So we need $105 more to get that book read. Now we do need to finish my Antifa Lover, which we're going to try and finish this Sunday, because like I said, I'm going to be intermitting, switching Last Vox every other week.
Okay.
So this
But
Sunday
we're
will
now
be.
we're now having Cringe Book Club on Sundays and not Thursdays.
Yes. So, Cringe Book Club, we're going to finish my Antifa Lover this Sunday. I don't know. I haven't heard from Wolfie, but we're going to finish it regardless. Because we need to get to that next set, which is going to be the Five Nights at Freddy's books.
I am so looking forward to that.
So, how the Five Nights at Freddy's books are going to work is we're going to read a few chapters, and then the next time it's going to be interspersed, because this is a long series, and each book is going to cost. So, only the first book has been paid for.
If you need help, I have Sunday I work during the morning. So I'm free Sunday night and I don't work Monday.
As far as I know, it has 6 parts. And I think it's 3 girls and 3 guys.
Let me know if you need help.
Yeah. Well, of course I'm going to ask you. You're part of the Help for the Guild this crew.
True.
So, if you guys want to get in on that, there's a link to my Patreon down below. You can join one of the tiers and you can try out your voice acting chops right here with us on Cringe Book Club. Sir Wolfie is part of the crew, part of the cast right now. Mitzi, for a while there, was part of the crew. She got to participate as well. Mm-hmm. It's really a lot of fun, and we get to have a good time reading some bad fiction and sometimes some good fiction, so it's all good. Dodo says someone should get Antoine a Covfefe table version of 50 Shades of Orange.
A Covfefe table?
No, there is one. I did in my discovery. There's one good 50 Shades of Grey book that I think we can all agree on. It's a
burned
picture
one?
No, it's a picture. That's the 50 Shades. No, this is a book called 50 Shades of Grey Cats. And it's nothing but pictures of cats.
Yeah, okay. I'm down with that one.
Okay. Alright, Ishtar, it is your turn to do your shilling.
Just a moment. We have rude people.
No, it's not rude
looking to
people,
start
it's the same person.
They have sock accounts?
Yeah, because...
Probably.
That's pretty pathetic.
So, let me say hello to who it actually is. Hi, Vlad. Thank you for the views. You keep on bringing in your fake accounts, and we'll keep hiding you, and you can still sit in the corner and watch.
Thanks for the views. Alright, so...
Your turn to show.
I am Ishtar. I am Matt's wife, quite happily so. Thank you very much. I have my own Twitch channel over at twitch.tv/IshtarJMO. I stream about twice a week. I am currently doing this really fun thing with another member of my chat, who's also my sister, Blonde. She and I are doing a Tag Your It series, which means that we each stream separately on the same plot of land, and we have to react to what each other does. And we both have to somehow work together without communicating about this series to get us to the end where we can defeat the Ender Dragon. It's just so much fun so far, and we're having a lot of fun sniping at each other about who's doing what or how she gets lost all the time. I also help out here on Help for the Guildless, usually at Cringe Book Club, and sometimes if Matt asks me very sweetly and bribes me with Starbucks, I will help him voice games and such. And I also have a Patreon tier on Matt's Patreon, where it's called Baked with Ishtar. It is a solo tier, but it means that periodically I do baking streams, and monthly, if you sign up for that tier, I will bake you goodies. And
they're very good.
A full batch of goodies and send them to you. And when I say a full batch, I'm meaning like if a recipe calls for 36 cookies, you're getting 36 cookies.
Oh, yeah.
A full batch. It's $35 a month. And you get to help decide what it is I'm baking. And I think that's me.
All right. And we are back from our commercial break with Wren and her hopefully not horrible cringe. You're not going to hurt me again, are you, Wren?
Macaroni and cheese flavored ice cream.
God damn it.
Hellcat, a mechanical keyboard is like the best thing ever.
I thought we agreed after your hairball one you weren't going to hurt me anymore.
Oh, stop being a baby. It's just ice cream.
Macaroni and cheese flavored ice cream.
I was actually going to buy some of it and make you try it with me on stream.
Where are you going to buy it?
So I went to the website, but it sold out before I could buy it.
That's because people are stupid.
But apparently it's an artisanal ice cream company. They do limited runs of each brand of each flavor of ice cream.
Good. I'm glad it's sold out. I don't want it.
Brooklyn-based Van Leeuwen ice cream churned the cheesiness of Kraft macaroni and cheese.
So not even the good macaroni and cheese.
Hey, you leave Blue Box alone.
Velveeta is better.
You're not wrong. But Blue Box is still better than Off-Brand. Off-Brand is what started me with my habit of putting ketchup on ice cream.
Oh. What?
My parents used to buy Off-Brand Blue Box. So to make it taste better, I put ketchup
You said
on
you
it.
put ketchup on ice cream.
No, ketchup on mac and cheese.
She said ice cream. Everybody knows you said ice cream. There's no walking that back. Everybody heard you.
Mac and cheese. What's wrong with you?
And to be fair, if ketchup has ever touched ice cream, that was probably when I was pregnant. And I hold nothing of what I ate when pregnant when I'm normal. Because
you can't blame a
pregnancy craving. Pregnancy cravings
is
aside.
Weird for what combos you come up with. Anyway, ice cream. According to Kraft Heinz company statement, quote, "We know that there is nothing more refreshing on a hot summer day than ice cream." Kraft Macaroni and Cheese Senior Associate Brand Manager Emily Violet said in a statement, "That is why we wanted to combine the two most iconic comfort foods to create an ice cream with an unforgettable flavor of Kraft macaroni and cheese we all grew up with. As big fans of Van Leeuwen, we know that they'd be perfect partners to create this ice cream with us. Not only does it taste delicious, it's also made with high quality ingredients and contains no artificial flavors, preservatives, or dyes, just like Kraft macaroni and cheese." Bullshit. Violet added.
Hold on, real quick. Spunky has said, I bet someone has done it, talking about the ketchup on ice cream. Ishtar?
Huh?
Search for ketchup on ice cream, please. And if you find something, send it to me.
I am sure it's happened. Now, if you want the weirdest flavor combination,
Oh, God.
I don't think it's weird, but if you ever go to Wendy's, get the fries and a Frosty.
That's delicious. I don't care
that is
what
amazing.
Anybody, again, same thing that I said before. Anybody who doesn't do that, check their basement because they have bodies down there.
Oh, good, because the Minion thought I was weird for the longest time for it, but fries and Frosties is a delicious combo.
It is. And another thing, just like the Frosty with the fries, if you do a Burger King chocolate shake and their fries, it's really good.
Mm.
Okay. There is ketchup and mayo ice cream.
That doesn't shock me.
Okay, I am.
I'm dying now. I was thinking of adding ketchup to like ketchup as a topping, but thank you for ruining culinary.
There's that.
Where did you send it? Oh, you sent it to the. How's it going, Gnostic? You're just in time for
There is
Macaroni and
ketchup
cheese
ice cream.
Ice cream, like legit ketchup ice cream.
Oh.
So what other flavors does this brand have? I just clicked it.
They have some amazing sounding flavors.
Ooh, brown sugar cookie chunk.
Yeah, they have some really amazing sounding flavors. And the problem is I missed out on the mac and cheese ice cream because I couldn't decide which of the other 3 flavors you had to have.
Oh, Earl Grey tea.
That was one of them.
Okay.
Because I was originally just going to go with like, all right, I'm just going to get my own. I'm going to get 4 of them that I like. And I was like, I'm married now. I have to get something that he's going to like.
How's it going, James? And Clever, what's going on?
Honeycomb.
Right?
Okay, best leave ketchup and mayo ice cream out of the cone and dip your fries in it. Why? This is mayo ice cream with ketchup topping.
Yep.
This is an abomination. This is horrible. I don't hate ketchup, Clever. I just don't want ketchup on my ice cream.
Hey, Minion, would you try this?
No.
Not even if we got paid?
I personally would have to get money to imbibe that.
What, the mayo ice cream?
No, I'd show him the Kraft macaroni and cheese ice cream.
Oh.
What if I got you Earl Grey tea ice cream?
Yeah, I'd eat that.
So, there is actually a recipe for this.
Earl Grey tea ice cream isn't going to incentivize me to eat that.
Yeah.
So it's 1 cup of heavy cream, a 1/4 cup of ketchup, 3 eggs, 1/4 cup of mayonnaise, 1.5 cup of sugar, and a 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla. No, Ishtar, if you make this, we're getting divorced. Just saying.
If I make what?
The mayo ice cream.
No, I have more respect for ice cream than that.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. But she would try to make you eat the mac and cheese one.
How's it going,
Yes.
Ryan? Okay. Listen, there was the strawberry pizza thing that I was kind of like, oh, that looks kind of interesting. So I'm not gonna. I will say, if she gets it, I will not turn down trying it on stream. But, Ishtar, it's your turn.
Yes. Hold on.
Oh crap, she's ordering it because I said something.
I am checking to see if it's back in stock.
Hellcat says that they've put cayenne pepper in Rocky Road. So, like the sweet, spicy thing, I get. I do get that. Like, there's the Mexican chocolate, which is spicy chocolate. It's a nice hit of, you get the sweet, the spice, and then the sweetness cools it over. I get that. But
You'll be glad to know
mayo ice cream is bad.
that the Kraft macaroni and cheese ice cream is still out of stock.
Good.
Yeah, but there is an email list that lets you know when it's back in stock.
How's it going, Sparky? Sparky says,
Sparky.
long time no see, stopping by and dropping a like. Again, I hate my job.
Then why? Never mind. We've had this conversation.
Well,
repeatedly.
I was gonna say, Sparky, there are plenty of jobs in the Pacific Northwest that will pay you better. Just saying.
And probably be less painful.
Mm-hmm.
All right. What was my mid?
Abduction.
James says, try orange pineapple ice cream. Now that's wicked good. That sounds delicious.
Alien, abduction stories may come from lucid dreaming, study hints. People who have described bizarre extraterrestrial encounters that take place in a dreamlike state.
So you mean all the people that have been probed haven't really been probed?
I don't want to know what they're doing with their fingers while they're sleeping. Okay? Just saying.
All right.
Lucid
That's fair.
dreaming, in
Fair
which
point.
people are partially aware and can control their dreams during sleep, could also explain so-called abduction stories, suggests a study. For the record, I lucid dream every now and again, and every time I do, it is so much fun. I highly recommend it if you can figure out how to teach yourself how to do it. I don't know how to do that, but it is so much fun.
It's really not that hard.
Claims of such abductions date... I say the same thing about falling asleep in less than 30 seconds. Yet somebody bitches and moans.
That's because you fall asleep instantly.
Yeah, I've taught myself how to do it.
Mm.
Claims of such abductions date to the 19th century. The circumstances of the kidnappings often sound dreamlike and trigger feelings of terror and paralysis. Certain dream states are also known to produce such feelings. They're Russian. Leading Russian researchers to wonder if dream experiments could provide clues about alleged extraterrestrial experiences. The scientists prompted lucid dreamers to dream about encounters with aliens or unidentified flying objects and found that a number of sleepers reported dreams that resembled actual descriptions of alleged alien abductions. During lucid dreams, sleepers are aware they are dreaming and can then use that awareness to manipulate what happens in the dream. About 55% of people experience lucid dreaming once or more in their lifetimes, and 23% have lucid dreams at least once a month, according to a 2016 study in the journal Consciousness and Cognition that analyzed 5 decades worth of sleep research. God damn.
So, do you want to explain what a lucid dream is for the people who don't know what it is?
Okay. Lucid dreaming is very much when you feel like you're awake in your dream, when you're able to make decisions and have the dream go with it. So, say, for example, you're dreaming about being on a quest to open a treasure chest. You actually can dictate what you're doing in the dream. It's absolutely wonderful.
But it can also be a bite in the ass when you're lucid dreaming and you start thinking about something else.
Yes.
Like, okay, opening a treasure chest. And then in your head, in the dream, you go, wow, I hope this isn't a mimic. And then suddenly it turns into a mimic. So you can...
Your subconscious is an asshole.
Yeah.
Mitzi, to learn how to fall asleep instantly, the first thing you have to do is figure out what you're doing right when your body is falling asleep. For me, I'm usually bundled up, either my arms wrapped around myself or in a blanket. I'm very still. So I just replicate that.
The Great American Dodo says, I was not abducted. The mothership just dropped me off.
Yeah.
I mean, we do have
Kicked
damn
him off.
alien. We do have damn alien sometimes in the chat. So we do have aliens that do show up.
Yeah.
It's just nice
Recently-
that Dodo decided to admit that he is what he is. It's why he only has one leg.
Recently, researchers with the Phase Research Center, a private facility in Moscow that researches lucid dreaming, conducted experiments with 152 adults who self-identified as lucid dreamers.
Bless
Excuse me. Instructing them to find or summon aliens or UFOs during a lucid dream. The scientists reported July 2nd in the International Journal of Dream Research. The researchers found that 114 of the participants reported dreaming about having some type of successful interaction with an extraterrestrial. Of those, about 61% described meeting aliens that resembled extraterrestrials from sci-fi novels and films, while 19% met aliens that looked like ordinary people. One female participant spoke of seeing little men, wink wink, with blue skin, oversized heads, and huge bulging eyes. When the aliens invited her onto their spaceship, she was blinded by a very bright light, like from a searchlight. My vision was gone, she said, and I felt dizzy and light. Another participant said that he dreamed he was lying in his bed when he felt as though he was being dragged somewhere, ending up in a bed with a white silhouette that reached into his chest and started doing something inside with tools. Conversations with the dream aliens took place in 26% of the encounters, and 12% of the participants spoke with aliens in their dreams and interacted with them physically.
Those are the probing ones.
Yeah.
UFOs showed up in 28% of the meetings, and 10% of the dreamers who saw UFOs described being brought inside an extraterrestrial spacecraft. Of those who described their encounters as realistic, 24% also experienced sleep paralysis and intense fear. Such emotions often accompany reports of supposed alien abductions, because honestly, if you are delighted to have an alien drag your ass out of bed, there's problems there. Though individuals who describe being kidnapped by aliens might truly believe that what they experienced was real, these people were likely experiencing an extraterrestrial meeting while in a lucid dream. The feelings of paralysis, fear, and helplessness in vivid dreams can be so powerful that they blur the line between dreams and reality. So it's no wonder that people who have unknowingly been dreaming instead insist they actually met with aliens who stole them away and transported them to UFOs, said PRC head researcher and founder Michael Raduga. For these unknowing dreamers, abductions are real, Raduga told Live Science in an email. They just don't know how to explain it. I'm not saying it was aliens.
But it's aliens.
It's probably aliens.
It's probably aliens. They're putting those lucid dreams in people's heads. Dodo said, never let your subconscious be the DM.
Ain't that the truth?
Gnostic says, I had a lucid dream in which I manipulated my surroundings like a touch screen. Then an old guy walked up to me and shook my hand and said, wow, we don't meet many like you around here.
Cool.
Apparently Gnostic dreams in Minority Report.
Yeah.
I can get that.
And then Benzie says, I hate it when I dream about getting speeding tickets, then waking up and questioning myself if I really got the ticket. Oh, the ones that are the worst is when you dream about going to work and then you wake up. And have to go to work.
No, it's worse when you wake up and you think you're at work and it's like hours before you have to go to work.
Yep. Sparky says, I'm what you call a dead sleeper. Kind of like Ishtar. Literally can sleep through a tornado. And he has. So has she.
Yeah, so have I. When I was a kid, I was asleep I lived in Texas when I was a little kid, and we had tornadoes come through, and apparently one passed right behind our house, and I just slept through it. My sisters woke up, but I was dead to the world.
All right.
That hasn't changed.
So, I know I told a story on Sunday about how I learned to walk on water. Everybody knows the story about Jesus walking on water. Apparently, this Florida man literally tried to walk on water from Florida to New York. Florida man tries to walk on water to New York, but washes ashore. Now, he doesn't have, an ability to actually walk on water. It's a giant balloon, like a big hamster ball. So, a Florida man who attempted to run on water from the coast of Florida to New York City washed ashore in Flagler County. Reza Baluchi emerged from the water in a bubble running wheel device 30 miles from St. Augustine on the east coast of Florida on Saturday after he attempted his run to raise money for charity, which was a nice thing to do. My goal is to not only raise money for homeless people, raise money for the Coast Guard, raise money for the police department, raise money for the fire department. He's going all in. He told the TV channel, they are in public service, they do it for safety, and they help other people. Bellucci was inside a large barrel machination equipped with flotation devices on each end. Like a hamster in a caged wheel, he planned on running on the surface of the barrel while allowing his movements to steer him to the destination. Bellucci had to turn back from his venture after some of his safety and navigation equipment was stolen. Damn, them sharks are getting crafty. He also plans to resume his travels once the weather improves, according to the paper. Bellucci planned to subsist off of protein bars, tuna, seawater, purified through a filter, Gatorade, and chewing gum for seasickness, according to his website regarding how he would survive a long journey. According to Bellucci's website, he has been planning this since 2016, initially wanting to leave near Miami and travel north along the coast before swinging by the east side of the Bermuda Triangle. On the way back, he planned to go through Puerto Rico, Haiti, Cuba, and Key West. Now there is a movie.
Quite the
There is a video, I believe.
A Florida man who attempted to run on water from the coast of Florida to New York City in a hamster wheel-like vehicle to raise money.
Okay, so that's the thing, if you guys can see it.
Not yet.
Okay.
Soon.
But they're basically, this little video is basically reading the article that I just read. So
Yeah.
I'm going to put it on mute, and you guys can see the hamster wheel.
Watch it.
Hellcat says I can walk underwater. I don't float at all. That count for anything? If you're trying to find hidden treasure, yes. Oh, it's got a thing of him actually doing it. That's cool. Who would steal his navigation equipment? That's the problem I have. Why
That's
would
so
you steal his? Why? Why would you steal it? Sparky says putting water bottles under your shoes doesn't count. But yeah. And Malik says he might be the long-lost black son of Aquaman. Alright. Let's see. It is Wren's turn.
All right. We shall go with... Well, I can close that one out. Nope, no. All right, we'll go with Nasty Surprise.
Nasty surprise. Oh, yeah. This is
great.
gonna scare. This is gonna scare a couple people.
What is
Nasty
wrong with you
surprise.
tonight, Wren?
Blame the cringe I find. Sometimes it's nice and sometimes it's not. It all depends on the cringe. And by the way, this involves Australia, so...
Because of course it does.
Nasty surprise as man is bitten by a python while sitting on the toilet.
Where? I mean, where was he bitten while sitting on the toilet?
A 65-year-old man was left with minor injuries after a recirculated python bit him while he was sitting on the toilet. He was said to... Yeah?
Reticulated or recirculated?
Reticulated.
Reticulated.
Okay.
He was said to have felt a pinch in the area of his genitals.
Ha!
Ooh.
No!
Before
Well-
noticing a 5-foot snake beneath him in the toilet in his home in Australia in the city of Graz.
I guess that answered my question of where he got bit. Oh. No.
The python, a constrictor native to Asia, which can grow to the length of nearly 30 feet, is said to have found its way into the toilet via a network of drains. Shortly after he sat on the toilet, the Graz resident, by his own account, felt a pinch in the area of his genitals, the police said in a statement.
That could be anything. That could be his taint, which is not a great place to be bit. It could be a butt cheek. It could be his inner thigh. Area of his genitals could be a lot of things.
It could be a bunch of areas. The victim needed treatment in the hospital for minor injuries, although the snake's suspected route into the toilet could not be confirmed. It is thought to have escaped from a neighbor's apartment. A reptile expert contacted by emergency services removed the snake from the toilet, cleaned it, and returned it to its owner.
At least he cleaned it.
The 24
I mean, that was nice of him.
The 24-year-old neighbor, who owns 11 snakes, has been reported to prosecutor's office on suspicion of negligency caused bodily
negligently causing bodily harm.
Negligently causing bodily harm, the police added.
Yeah, that would be accurate. The dude got his junk bitten.
Yep.
I'd report him to every agency I could.
Reticulated pythons are the world's largest snake and do not attack humans by nature. They will, however, constrict or bite if they feel threatened or if they mistake something for food.
So Gnostic brought it up and said the snake thought his junk was a rat.
Or the snake saw a poop coming and went, nope.
Okay. Gnostic's Dark Laser said a snake bit his snake. And then Clockwork Hellcat, I have to do an accent for this. Last time he felt anything down there in 20 years, I tell you what. That was great. Zves says, I wonder if the snake deep throats. It's horrible. And then Steve chimes in with, never going to Australia. I mean, listen, the animals apparently are getting smarter. The spiders are ginormous. The crabs, the land crabs, take up the sizes of small trash cans. So, Australia is home of the top 10 of everything that wants to kill you.
Kill you? Yeah.
All right, Ish. It is your turn.
Let's see.
And James chimes in with talk about a trouser snake. Bump. I think you should go with the driver.
Just thinking that.
Hellcat,
crashes.
I cannot do a Boston accent to save my life. I thought of Boomhauer before I thought of Boston. But I am sure, if I could do a Boston accent, I would.
A woman in Ohio ended up crashing her car at 190 kilometers per hour after relying on divine intervention to steer the vehicle.
190 kilometers an hour, I think is
Jesus take the
80.
wheel is not supposed to be.
I think that's
a thing.
80 miles an hour, I believe. All right, Sparky, have a good night, man. Thanks for stopping by. Thank you,
190 kilometers per hour is 118 miles an hour.
Oh, so she was going really fucking fast.
She was.
And she decided to let God take the wheel.
The bizarre incident, which took place in Beechwood, Ohio last month, saw the 31-year-old mother of one who was driving with her younger daughter let go of the wheel and put both their fates to a roll of the dice after declaring that she had told God to take control of the vehicle. Within seconds, the out-of-control car had smashed into another car at an intersection at 190 kilometers an hour. When the emergency services arrived, both the woman and her daughter were relatively unhurt. However, the 11-year-old was taken to a hospital as a precaution after complaining of a sore head. When quizzed by the police about what happened, the woman explained that she had wanted to test her faith and had slammed her foot down on the gas while telling God to take the wheel. While God's driving skills seemed to leave a lot to be desired, perhaps the incident did see some measure of divine intervention, given that, miraculously, nobody in either car was seriously hurt. The woman, who was not intoxicated at the time, has since been charged with felony assault, endangering a child, and driving with a suspended license.
Hellcat says, when you tell Jesus to take the wheel, but he's already bailed out.
Yeah.
And
he's looking at you like your life is already a train wreck. I cannot help you.
And then Dark chimes in with some dark humor. Black Jesus can't take the wheel. His license is suspended.
Good night, Sparky.
You know, we've still been watching a lot of the dash cams. There's compilations of dash cam videos, which got us to buy one because we realized how good it is when you have people acting stupid on the highway. We've seen some of these people. We don't know if they've let Jesus or God take the wheel, but they sure as shit decide to go as fast as they can through a red light, and then you wonder why that they end up upside down. some of those videos are just... You wonder how people survived. All right. My turn.
Yes.
Okay. No, not that one. Okay, no. This is a quick one. And I do believe Ben sent me this one too. So I'm going to read the last two together because they're quick articles. Now, I know we talk about Florida Man and Gators a lot and how the Gators tend to get the upper hand. This Florida Man, on the other hand, tried to teach one a lesson. Florida Man accused of stealing a gator from a golf course threw it around to teach it a lesson. And then the suspect tried to flood the holding cell after he was arrested. Who wants to take a bet that drugs and or alcohol were involved?
I'm guessing drugs, alcohol, and alien strippers. Let's just make it fun.
Okay. A Florida man who stole an alligator from a miniature golf course, swung it around by its tail, and threw it into the air, claimed he was teaching the reptile a lesson, according to the Daytona Beach Shores Department of Public Safety. Police said that they were patrolling on South Atlantic Avenue around 3:20 a.m. Thursday when they saw a man later identified as William Hodge attempting to throw a live gator onto the roof of a building. Hodge, 32, grabbed the creature by its tail and hit it against a building awning, according to the affidavit. He is also accused of slamming it onto the ground and stomping on it twice and throwing the alligator over his shoulder and then onto the ground. He was practicing wrestling moves with an alligator. He took alligator wrestling seriously.
Too far.
Yeah, a little too far. Officers said they approached Hodge after seeing him throw the alligator, and he immediately put his hands up to surrender and was taken into custody. Our officers observed William Bubba Hodge carrying an alligator down A1A last night. Hodge was arrested after he was... then it cuts off. But he admitted that he jumped a fence into an alligator enclosure at a nearby miniature golf course and stole the gator after wrestling with it, records show. When he was asked why he abused the animal, he claimed he was teaching it a lesson. Hodge was taken to the public safety department and tried to flood the holding cell by balling up toilet paper to clog the toilet bowl and the drain on the floor. Police said Hodge threatened to flood the whole facility. He is facing charges of animal cruelty, possessing or injuring an alligator, unarmed burglary, and criminal mischief. An arrest report didn't detail what injuries the alligator suffered, if any. It has since been returned to Congo River Golf. No drugs mentioned or alcohol mentioned in this report. From the looks of him, I would go with meth. All right. Now, I know Space Jam 2 just came out. So when I read this headline, realize that it has nothing to do with the movie. Okay?
Right.
Florida man known as Tarzan, wanted in connection with stolen truck with Roadrunner and Jesus decals. This is the crossover that nobody wanted.
I was going to say, nobody needs this sequel, man.
No one needs the sequel at all.
Florida deputies say they're trying to identify a man who goes by the name of Tarzan in connection with a stolen truck out of Volusia County. The Volusia County Sheriff's Office posted several photos of the man on Facebook Friday morning asking for people to help identifying him. According to the post, the truck was stolen from a trailer park in DeBerry. Tarzan was seen driving it after it was stolen. The truck is described as a 2008 Toyota Tacoma with Florida license tag, whatever. Deputies added that the truck has decals of Roadrunner and Jesus on the side windows. The sheriff's office joked that if anyone sees Tarzan swinging by or knows who he is, they should call the detectives. He only looks like Tarzan because he doesn't have a shirt on. And he has long hair.
It's Florida. Does he really need a shirt?
I mean, you're not wrong, but just saying. All right, let's go back to some cringe. Well, hold on.
All right.
What time you decided to share the show? Worse than Antoine.
Huh?
Here, I'll be nice. Goldfish up to 18 inches long found in Minnesota lake.
Oh, I was reading some of the chat. Let's see. Dark says God, he looks like Kid Rock if he went homeless and broke, talking about the guy who wrestled the alligator. James says he was teaching it, don't mess with Texas or Florida. And Gnostic added to what you said, Ishtar, by saying drugs, alcohol, alien strippers, and a rainbow butt plug.
I mean, just covering all the bases.
How's it going, Bloodletter? Yes, you redacted your message at the beginning. You had first.
Yeah.
Why did you redact the message? I was going to give you first. But welcome back.
He didn't want it.
We have been talking about all manner of things. All right. 18-inch goldfish.
Officials in Minnesota City are asking residents not to dump their unwanted goldfish after a local lake was found to be home to goldfish up to 18 inches long. The city of Burnsville shared photos of some massive goldfish removed from Keller Lake during a recent survey. Please don't release your pet goldfish into the ponds or lakes. They grow bigger than you think and contribute to poor water quality by mucking up the bottom sediment and uprooting plants, the city tweeted. The city said 10 fish measuring up to a foot long were found during the survey. Officials say a second survey conducted Monday resulted in finding 18 more goldfish, with the largest measuring 18 inches long and weighing 4 pounds.
That's a big-ass fish.
That is. Most of them were definitely bigger than you'd find in your typical aquarium, Daryl Jacobson, the city's natural resources manager, told the Minneapolis Star Tribune. Jacobson said the goldfish released into lakes compete with native species for food and encourage algae growth. He said the fish are also living in other nearby bodies of water. Goldfish are a pretty hardy species, he said.
Look, that image, that's a big-ass fish.
Mm-hmm.
For a goldfish, that's... Wow. Bloodletter wants to say why he redacted. He says he knows he wanted to let someone else win. So Bloodletter is a very nice person. Let's see. Tom says, I mean, are we really going to act like Tarzan was a virgin before he met Jane? Well, what's even worse is when you... Alright, so we've all seen the Disney Tarzan... Well, Wren, you've seen the Disney Tarzan movie, right?
Oh, yeah.
I'm not going to ask Ishtar because it's a movie and she doesn't watch them.
I have seen the Disney Tarzan.
Have you?
Yes, the animated one?
Yeah, so...
Yeah, it was fabulous.
Okay. What makes it worse is the loincloth he's wearing... Probably the diaper he was wearing when he was born.
Probably. Or it could be skin that was found for him. I don't know.
All right, Malik, you have a good night. Let's see. And then Hellcat said, does it count as losing your V card if you're banging an animal, though? You could, and then follows it up with, you could haze an entire frat with just one of those goldfish. Yeah. That's just... See, the only goldfish I ever had were feeder fish for a turtle. They didn't last very long.
Ace is up here next to me.
Yeah?
Getting all sorts of loves.
Well, it is your turn.
Well, it's just gonna have to wait. Ace is demanding affliction.
Do you want me to go and then you can go after it?
Yeah.
Alright.
He's being all snuggling cute. That is enough out of you. Alright, never mind. He nipped me. I'm done now.
It's just his way of saying he appreciates you.
Well, now I'm done.
Okay.
Uri Geller claims that he saw aliens at NASA. Celebrity spoonbender Uri Geller claims that he saw refrigerated aliens during his time working with NASA.
All right, hold on. Do you guys know who Uri Geller is?
Russian?
He is Russian.
Something to do with spoons?
Okay. Uri Geller, back in the 70s, was late 60s, early 70s, was a very well-known, quote-unquote, psychic. He used to go around showing on TV how he could bend spoons with his mind.
So crazy.
Well, he was smart. He was a con artist. And he made millions of dollars by doing this. And then someone debunked him by showing what he was doing with the spoons. So what he would do is he would take spoons and he would bend them over and over and over again so they would get really loose. And then he would hold it and he would rub his fingers together to heat up the metal, and the spoons would bend. And he'd have his hand up to his fingers up to his head, and he'd look all serious. So when reading this, we're talking about a con artist. Just saying.
The controversial illusionist, whose psychic feats have often been met with a significant degree of skepticism, has made a number of out-there claims over the years and maintains that his abilities have been responsible for bringing about all manner of election results and sporting achievements.
I'm sure they have.
Back in the 1970s, he was investigated by the U.S. intelligence, which it concluded, according to a declassified report, that he demonstrated his paranormal perceptual ability in a convincing and unambiguous manner. That is when the U.S. government started to go downhill. Or at least the intelligence services.
So Tom said they made a Pokemon out of him. They did. It happens to be my favorite breed of Pokemon, which is the Alakazam. Alakazam is shown holding a spoon. It was in homage to Uri Geller.
Geller also claims to have worked with NASA, where he struck up a friendship with astronaut Edgar Mitchell and even met Werner von Braun, the aerospace engineer who worked on developing rocket tech for Nazi Germany before being recruited by the U.S. at the end of World War II. Recruited. He said he heard about my powers and told me that if he took his wedding ring off his finger and put it in the palm of his hand, and I'd be able to bend it while it's there, he'd believe me, Geller told the Jerusalem Post. And I did. Completely. Seemingly impressed by Geller's abilities, von Braun invited him to his office where he opened a safe and presented him with a very strange piece of metal. It was breathing, three-dimensional, and a color I had never seen before. But it was metal, said Geller. Put my hand on it, and I realized right away it wasn't from this planet. Von Braun said that I was right, and it was from a crashed UFO. Von Braun then took him to an unmarked building in which there was a refrigerated room. Geller wouldn't disclose exactly what was being kept there, but the implication was obvious. This, though, is my red line, he said. I can't tell you what I saw there, but use your imagination. What could they have been refrigerating?
Food.
Milk? Ice cream?
Yeah, even Tom.
Could have been the cafeteria, for fuck's sake.
Even Tom believes the same thing you did. He was recruited. Yeah, this is, I mean, it sounds completely unbelievable because it is. Because it's coming from someone who has been known to make his money by doing completely unbelievable things. And it's not like it's David Copperfield. Like, that's the thing. Uri Geller didn't present himself as a illusionist. He presented himself as someone with actual psychic abilities. He wasn't a magician. David Copperfield, you go into seeing David Copperfield knowing that they're tricks. They're great tricks, just like Penn and Teller. They're amazing tricks.
But they're tricks.
But you know that they're tricks. Uri Geller went around trying to convince people that he was basically a low-level Professor X. So I can't believe anything he says. And yeah, Dark Laser knows who I'm talking about. My favorite Pokemon, because they're adorable in their first iteration, is Abra, and then Kadabra, and then Alakazam. But yeah, that's who Uri Geller is. I'm glad he says he saw aliens. Well, okay, I take that back. He said he saw aliens without saying he saw aliens. I know a lot of things.
Mm.
And I happen to know that if this happens, the world of superheroes is going to come to reality. Now, like I said at the beginning, I couldn't find only Florida Man stories. And I think this one was also given to me by Ben. Ben's search history is as bad as Ray's. They have made people retire by going, what the hell am I looking at? Here's why scientists think humans could evolve to be venomous. No one is in awe of the fact that we could get superhuman abilities.
I rejected this article a couple of times.
Oh, did you really?
Yes, I did.
Why?
Because there were other more interesting articles.
How is it not interesting to think that humans could evolve to have superpowers?
I think I was going along with sacrifices.
Of course you did.
Human sacrifices are more interesting.
Yep.
It is kind of your thing. Brockus should really be worried.
Shh.
Unless you're a science fiction writer or enthusiast, you probably don't spend too much time thinking about what exactly humans might look like in the future. Most of us probably assume they'll look and act a lot like we do now, since evolution takes a millennia to really change anything anyway. So it's probably going to come as a shock to most that scientists think evolution could include humans becoming venomous sometime down the road. Curious? Me too. It turns out that it all comes down to our salivary glands, which often eventually turn into venom glands in animals. That was the thesis at the center of this study, in which scientists from Okinawa Institute of Science and Technology Graduate University and the Australian National University sought to pinpoint how venom glands evolve in general. Oral venom systems evolve multiple times in numerous vertebrates, enabling the exploitation of unique predatory niches. Yet how and when they evolve remains poorly understood. To get to the bottom of things, the scientists studied groups of genes that are found in both venom release in animals and animals with venom glands, and according to their paper, they found the same genes existed and worked in other animals with regular salivary glands. Overall, venom gland gene expression was surprisingly well conserved when compared to salivary glands of other aminotes. A-M-N-I-O-T-E-S. Aminoids? I don't know how to say that one. We characterized the metavenom network, a network of 3,000 non-secreted housekeeping genes that are strongly co-expressed with the toxins and are primarily involved in protein folding and modification. Wow, this is a really dry article, but, it's almost done. We know that saliva glands are sort of like empty bowls to be filled with regular saliva or venom, but the facts surrounding the why and when of venom production are still hazy and vague. While many snakes employ an oral venom system for securing prey, they are also mammals, such as shrews and solenodons, fuck if I know, that have evolved oral venom systems based on salivary glands for prey capture or defense. Given that there are thousands of venomous animals out there, but only a handful of mammals that could be considered a common genetic ancestor for humans, and the way their venom glands work is vastly different than those in reptiles. For instance, salivary tissue of most mammals produce large volumes of very dilute mixtures, while snake venom glands produce highly concentrated mixtures of diverse toxins. In venomous snakes, gene families have undergone greater expansions and have evolved at a significantly higher rate than in our lineages like mammals. Now that we know that all venom traces back to salivary glands, though, scientists will be able to start exploring commonalities as well as differences. So you never know, maybe in the future venomous humans will be a thing. I have to say, I don't think I want to be around to see that. I do.
That depends on who gets it.
Yeah.
I don't want to have to worry about some prick getting mad and then deciding that if he bit me, it would be a good idea because he's venomous.
I'm just, just saying it's...
I mean, I have enough problem with people being around me these days.
Mm.
That's not true. You have a problem being around people.
But friends are good.
Very true.
All right, Red.
All right. Couple finds mama snake and 17 little snakes under a bed.
Are you? Did you turn this? Are you trying to turn this stream into nightmares for everybody?
She is. She's going for nightmare stream.
Yeah. A Georgia couple has had a bit of a scare. I'm ignoring what they did there. On Sunday, when they came face to face with a large snake family under the bed. Trisha Wilcher thought she saw a bit of fuzz on the floor under the bed in her home in Augusta. But when she reached for it, it suspiciously moved.
Nope. I'm good.
And, quote, and the second later, another piece moved, and I went to my husband, we have snakes. In fact, they had 18 snakes.
Ugh. I mean, I like snakes, but that's a lot of snakes.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot of snakes.
Quote, okay, we have turned the bedroom upside down, found 17 babies and the mama, she posted on Facebook amid the slithery ordeal. Her husband, Max Wilcher, was able to use a grabbing tool to contain the snakes in a linen bag. He released them outside near a creek, she told WJBF. A wildlife catcher later told the couple that the reptiles in their home were non-venomous garter snakes.
So they're the pet snakes. She could have kept them and sold them. She could have made a profit.
Georgia has both venomous and non-venomous snakes, according to the Georgia Department of Natural Resources. The agency noted that the snakes were an important part of the ecosystem because their major role as both predator and prey. The snakes coming into people's homes is relatively common. Georgia DNR biologist Daniel Solenberg told the Augusta Chronicle, noting they can come in through small cracks or openings or open spaces such as holes around pipes under sinks. It's common for snakes to come inside if a home has a mouse problem, in which case he notes the snakes might actually be helpful. Non-venomous snakes are safe to shoo outside using a broom or bucket, Solenberg said, but if you're unsure whether the snake is venomous, he recommends calling in someone licensed to remove the wildlife.
So what this is saying is that family unknowingly had a bunch of mice.
Yeah, and they let the pack of 18 things that would possibly get rid of the mice for them out of the house.
See, and now they're going to have mice again, and they're going to wish those snakes were under their bed.
Probably.
Damn Alien says an important part of the bedroom ecosystem. No. I mean, I don't think I want to be laying down in bed and have something move underneath me.
You have a hard enough time letting Min and A sleep at the foot of the bed.
They don't sleep at the foot of the bed. They move. And Min, particularly, if you even breathe wrong, she gets up and yells at you for 20 minutes to wake up that you moved her.
She is kind of mouthy, yeah.
A little.
All right. Last one-ish.
Okay. Deep Sea Eye of Sauron Volcano discovered. Researchers have discovered an undersea volcano that looks like something out of The Lord of the Rings. Nestled 10,170 feet beneath the surface of the Indian Ocean.
Ishtar yawned, everybody drink.
Fuck off. 174 miles southeast of Christmas Island. This intriguing geological feature is 3.9 miles long and 3 miles wide. Known as a caldera, it is a collapsed underwater volcano surrounded by 980-foot tall rim. While underwater calderas are not particularly unusual, this one stood out to researchers because it bears a rather uncanny resemblance to the Eye of Sauron from the Lord of the Rings movies. It was spotted by a team of researchers during an expedition to Australia's Indian Ocean territories and was mapped in 3D using multi-beam sonar.
It's 2
Drink.
drinks.
I am tired, okay?
We are almost done.
And then you can get off the call and go to sleep.
The molten magma at the base of the volcano shifts upwards, leaving empty chambers below, wrote Chief Scientist Tim O'Hara, Senior Curator at Museums Victoria in Australia. The thin, solid crust on the surface of the dome then collapses, creating a large, crater-like structure. Our volcanic eye was not alone. Further mapping to the south revealed a smaller seamountain covered in numerous volcanic cones, and further still to the south was a large, flat-topped seamount. The researchers even went so far as to name one of the cone-shaped mountains Barad Dur. At this rate, by the time they finish documenting the region, it will be like looking at a map of Mordor.
Damn Alien points out something very important. It resembles the Eye of Sauron because they colored it orange.
I think that has to do with the elevation or the temperature. One of the
It's
two.
still colored orange.
I mean, it is.
Yeah.
And Bloodletter wants to know that we're all nerds.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, last one for me. What is this? I don't think this is this is not a Florida person. I don't believe. It's
Okay.
Texas. So we have a Texas woman. So it's not Florida woman. It's not Nevada woman. This is Texas woman. Flamin' stupid woman loses her law firm job for climbing fence at El Paso Zoo and feeding hot Cheetos to a spider monkey.
That is dumb.
Hellcat says one does not simply walk into Mordor. You need a submarine.
He fed flaming hot
She.
Cheetos to a monkey.
She
Yes.
fed flaming hot Cheetos to a spider monkey.
Oh, Jesus.
A stupid woman who was caught on video jumping over a barrier to feed hot Cheetos to a spider monkey in a zoo enclosure is now facing possible criminal charges. Since the footage went viral, she has been identified by the Texas law firm where she used to work as a paralegal before getting fired in light of the video. She's not a bad-looking woman. Losing her job may end up being just the beginning of her woes, as the El Paso Zoo is also pressing charges against the woman, an official there says. Lucy Ray, who is a litigation assistant, has been identified by ABC7 as the woman behind the barrier at the zoo in footage taken sometime over the weekend and posted by FitFam El Paso to Instagram on Sunday. In the video, Ray, whose age hasn't been made public, can be seen getting up close and personal with two of the spider monkeys at the El Paso Zoo, Libby and Sunday. There is a video that we can watch afterwards. Like I said, she's not a bad-looking girl.
She's just not bright.
No, she has a high intelligence, She's got like a 14 in her intelligence stat. Her wisdom is like a 4. She can also be seen feeding something to the spider monkeys, which has been identified as hot Cheetos. She was attempting to feed them hot Cheetos, but it is still unclear if they actually ate any. Joe Montesano, director of the zoo, told Newsweek. From the video, they were more disturbed with her being there than concerned with the food, he said of the monkeys. At the end of the video, someone in a blue shirt helps pull her out of the enclosure, though that person has not been identified. Spider monkeys are typically between 14 to 26 inches long and around 13.25 pounds, according to National Geographic. It's not clear the exact size of these monkeys. They are usually agitated by human contact. They can become violent towards humans, according to experts at the Columbus Zoo and Aquarium in Ohio. Staff at the El Paso Zoo were not aware of what had been taking place until seeing the video after the fact. Montesano called the woman both stupid and lucky. This young lady decided to hop a fence, climb through some bushes, drop down into 4 feet deep moat, walk across the moat, and then try to feed the spider monkeys. She put effort into it.
Yep.
In addition to putting herself at risk, Ray also endangered the monkeys by changing their diet and potentially exposing them to COVID-19.
Oh, Jesus. Everything is at risk because of COVID-19, because reasons.
Anything that we have, they could get as well, so COVID is no different, said zookeeper Mason Kleist to ABC7. We took the necessary steps to prevent them from getting that, by shooting the monkeys. So for someone to just go in there and give them food from their hands could just ruin that. Kleist additionally expressed frustration about how the actions in the video could affect the training it takes to get the monkeys to cooperate with the zoo staff. It takes years to build trust with these animals, and for someone to come in there for 5 minutes for a video on Instagram or whatever just ruins years of work. It's going to take a long time to get them back to where they were and training, he added. Montesano did tell Newsweek after the incident that Sunday and Libby are doing well.
Good.
Oh, there's more. The spider monkeys are fine, Montesano said. Maybe a little shaken up by the incident, but they are fine. After the video went viral, the Lovett law firm fired Ray from the practice and distanced themselves from her actions. They're
not shaken up. They've got indigestion.
Tom said this could have been Harambe 2 and 3. And we all know how bad things started going downhill after Harambe 1, so we don't need 2 and 3.
Yeah, seriously.
We learned this morning that the individual who was trespassing the spider monkey exhibit at the zoo was an employee, and she was terminated immediately. Rob Lovett said. Lovett added, the firm has always been a strong supporter of animals and advocacy. We absolutely do not condone the irresponsible and reckless behavior. We support the El Paso Zoo, and our thoughts go out to the spider monkeys, Libby and Sunday, and we hope they recover from this traumatic experience. That may not be the end of Ray's problems, though, as the zoo has filed a complaint and the El Paso police are investigating. Montesano told El Paso Times that the zoo received numerous calls about the woman in the video on Sunday. Your friends will rat you out in a heartbeat, Montesano said. We had about 6 to 8 people call on Sunday. I know more about this young lady than I do about my own daughter. The zoo is pressing charges against Ray for violating the security protocol. Daily Mail has reached out to El Paso Department for comment on any pending charges. There's a little bit more. The zoo will also alter the fences and install new security cameras to aim to prevent incidents like this in the future. We've increased our patrols and have volunteers to watch more closely, but we might have to increase the fence size, which will block the view. The El Paso Times details that this is not the first security incident to take place at the zoo in recent months. In March, another viral video showed a parent lowering their child onto the wrong side of the barrier of a chimpanzee exhibit, although not where the animals in the exhibit resided.
Dumb parents.
And Bloodletter states it succinctly, she done fucked up.
Yeah, she did.
But we got through all of our articles.
Yes, we did.
Every single one. And we only went over by like 4 minutes.
Nice.
Pretty good for us.
That's a record.
So, it is about that time, ladies. So, I want to thank everybody here. This has been MSNBC, my snarky news broadcasting channel. All of the news, none of the pants, where I can guarantee one of my 2 co-hosts is not wearing pants. And since she wouldn't let us see her get up, I'm assuming it's possibly Ishtar this time. But the world may never know. So, my name is Matt, and I've been joined by my 2 lovely co-hosts, Wren from Rendition and Poor John's Brews.
Night, guys.
As well as Ishtar from her own Twitch streams and where she helps out right here on Help for the Guildless.
Bye.
Bye.
So, from all of us here at Help for the Guildless to all of you listening, thank you for joining us, and we hope to see you all next time. Have a good night, everybody.